we speaking with today?
I am Archangel Michael.
How are you?
I am well.
So, we have a topic we would like for you to speak about protection.
Yes, I am aware. What would you like to know?
How can people help protect themselves?
Humanity's light is very important at this time. There are many people within the collective that are raising their vibrational frequency. The higher that your frequency goes, the brighter you shine. That which is at a lower vibrational frequency often looks for the brightest light. You become sort of a beacon. They sort of attach to you because you are a brighter vessel. You're easier to see, easier to detect. Protecting your vessel and protecting your light and your energy is vital. And how you do this is by setting intentions. You can use it through crystals. You can use it through prayer. You can use it through magic, whichever way is more comfortable for you. It is important that you bless yourself every morning and every evening, that you become aware of the energies around you. The more that you are aware of the energies around you, the more you are able to detect if they are negative energies, meaning they are lower vibrational frequency energies, or if they are energies that will help restore your frequency. It's also important to note that the things that you consume and that you drink also lower your vibrational frequency. Processed foods, for example, lower your frequency. They lower your light. They deplete your energy. So it's important that you be mindful of that which you consume. Be aware of the types of food that give you energy, that make you feel vibrant, that make you feel light. Attempt to consume more of those. Also be aware of the types of things that you listen to and that you watch. Everything in this world is energy. It simply vibrates at different frequencies. You become attuned to certain frequencies based on how much consumption or how much you actually listen to. If you want to protect your light, make sure that you are, number one, blessing yourself, that you give thanks, and that you surround yourself in pure golden light. Now, Eileen has her own way of how she uses her protection, and it works for her. But everyone has their own way of what works for them. You must be aware and in tune of what your own intuition guides you to use. Protecting your light and your energy is vital, as all of the frequencies on earth And as the planet continues to shift into newer energies, newer dimensions, protecting yourselves is important. There are those that will try to attack your light. They will try to feed off of your energy and your light. But the more that you protect yourself, the more that you align yourself with the things that make you feel lighter and that give you the energy you require, the easier it will be to make it a habit, a ritual per se. Rituals are important. It's more of creating a habit of doing something that it becomes like second nature to you. The reason the frequencies are so chaotic, or they feel as they are turbulent right now, is because all of humanity is raising their vibrational frequency. Even those that are still asleep, even those that are still not aware. There are parts of them that are becoming aware. They don't understand it, yet they know that they feel different. And they can either choose to continue on that path, or they remain where they are. Do you have another question?
What happens if they choose to remain where they are?
They remain. They don't cease to exist. They simply remain. It is why God has given you free will. Humanity chooses how far they wish to expand their consciousness. Not everyone will choose the path of light. It is based on the choices and the decisions one makes in life. And it's not to say that those individuals are bad or that they're living their life wrong. They simply are. We cannot judge one's path, nor can we force them to choose something different than what they've already chosen. Those people that remain where they are, remain. They just learn to grow accustomed to living what they understand in a way that resonates with them vibrationally. The best way for us to explain it is if you can look at a thermometer. And as your vibrational frequency rises, so does the thermometer, the range of how high you can go, like a temperature. The words that you choose, the choices that you make, the people you choose to hang around with, the things that you read and that you watch, your thoughts. It all of it makes your frequency go up and down. As a creator, as a manifester, as someone who wishes to raise consciously and become aware of their initial state, of their powers, of who they are, and what they can potentially do, they must make conscious choices. And those conscious choices help you raise your temperature. Many of you have been hearing ringing in the ears. That is the frequency of the planet changing, the shifting of the energy, planetary shifts. If you can hear it, you are elevating. If your ears burn, you are rising to a newer temperature, a newer frequency, ones that you might not have ever heard before. But that's because your new normal temperature has changed. You are now rising to a newer calling, a newer version of yourself in a different dimension, in a different dimensional space. So if individuals choose to remain where they are, that is their choosing, their lessons, their further enjoyment of life will be in the frequency that they have chosen. They will cease to grow. They will just continue to learn within the same frequency in different ways. And it is their choosing. Everyone has a path. Everyone's path has already been chosen for them. What many people in humanity don't understand is that they've chosen those paths for themselves. They've given themselves the choice and the option. And as the creator that you are, in likeness to God, you choose as you walk your path and your journey.
What can people do to raise their vibration and their light higher?
Stillness, silence, listening to their inner thoughts. There is no special key. Many people in humanity think that there is one way, that only certain few have the key to truly raising their frequency, and it is not so. You all have the capacity and the ability to do it. But many of you are afraid. You're afraid to unknow what you know. You're afraid that what you know, or the fears that you might have, might be a reality. They might be truth. Understanding the depths of who you are, learning to comprehend your essence, learning to understand that you are far more than what you see before you, is how you can grow. It is how you expand. It is how you raise your vibrational frequency. Eileen often refers to this as climbing the mountain of self. When you can question your fears, when you can question your doubts and your worries, when you can do the required work that is necessary to challenge those fears and to face your deepest fears, do you begin to grow and raise your frequency. There is so much going on in today's world. So much noise, so much static. But when you can set aside time to clear your mind, to just listen for the sweet stillness of divine source energy. You begin to understand that the static and the noise within your mind is you. It is merely you, hiding. The true essence of you is hiding. Do something for yourself daily. When was the last time you actually did something nurturing or caring for yourself? Turn your love and attention towards yourself. Self-care is how you learn to grow and expand and become one with Source, because you are a part of Source. You are made in its likeness. So in order to raise your vibrational frequency, you must learn to be still. You must learn to listen. You must learn to nurture and love oneself.
Would the protection be the same for if a negative entity is attacking us?
What do you mean?
Like if there's, say, a presence of some type of like a demon. Is there something different to protect ourselves?
Any intention, prayer, or incantation that you say will protect you. You must understand that negative energies like to find ways to sneak their way in, which is why it is important that you are aware of everything and anything around you. The stillness, the quiet that you put aside for yourself daily helps you become very keen into your surroundings and your energy. A demonic energy is something your body senses right away. The hairs on the back of your neck will stand, and you will immediately begin to smell something sour. But also remember that your thoughts create your reality. So if you have a fear that something will get through, then you are creating that exact thing. Understand that pure divine white light and gold light serves as a major protection. Your intentions and how you set them and what you speak with your mouth, with your words, gives it power. So set that intention right away. Do not wait for something to come through. It is one of the reasons why Eileen utilizes her platinum pillars of white light in 4 corners: the north, the east, the west, and the south. She never knew why she did those things, but it's within her nature to do so, to protect her, to keep her safe. when she senses something out of her or out of the ordinary, something that she is not used to, her internal radar clicks. And because in her mind's eye, it is very solid of what her protection barrier looks like, she need but close her eyes and envision it on, protected, automatic. This is why we suggest rituals, orders. You must always surround yourself in white and gold light whenever doing anything metaphysical or spiritual. There are energies floating around, waiting for an opportunity or a chance to get through. And they will, if you give them a chance. But it is important that you have your intentions set cleanly, clearly, at every time and at every moment.
Are there things that I do in my sleep?
All of the light workers within the collective do things in their sleep. Many of them will not remember. And there is a reason. There is a very big reason why many of you do not remember when you wake up. It is better this way. Many of you go back to past lives. You retrieve bits and pieces of yourself, talents, skills, things you have learned, and you bring back with you in this time and in this life. Many of you go to different dimensions. Many of you assist. Many of you help. Many of you fight. And yes, there is evil out there. You cannot have one without the other.
Was that evil always there?
Not always. Not always. People don't just, they're not born evil. Energy is not born that way. Energy is not good or bad. Energy is energy. It's based on the frequency. The more that you allow yourself to fester in a lower vibrational frequency, the more you become attuned to it. It becomes second nature. It's natural. It is your comfort zone. It is who you are until you choose something different.
Are you familiar with the Urantia book?
Sort of. What is your question?
Who created that?
Everything has always been created. Everything has always been out in source. Many people tune in to the same frequencies and energies of that source. But what is your real question?
Is it truth?
Truth is neither truth nor it is a lie. Truth is all about a belief. What is your belief? Remember, all things are truth in some way, and all things are lies in some way. Everyone's interpretation of a truth is different. But just because someone doesn't believe your truth does not mean that it is not a truth for them. It's not about pointing fingers. It's not about choosing right or wrong, or saying this is truth and that is not truth. It's about taking all things in, tuning into your own light and your own frequency, and allowing your sword of truth to determine what is truth for you and what is not. Humanity has always been so concerned about seeking the truth, yet when the truth sits right before them, they deny it. Why do you think that is?
Because we're always seeking. We always question.
Why must you question? What are you afraid of? So what if it's true? Does it align with your truth?
Yes.
Then why does it matter?
Curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
May I ask, is your true name Archangel Michael? Or is that just a name that we know you by here on Earth?
That is merely a name that has been bestowed upon me. Most angels do not really have a name. We have a frequency. Those that align to our frequency can hear us, can see us. We don't really have a language. We are light. We are energy.
So with humanity raising their vibrations and their light, is that why many of us light workers light measurements are very, very high and sustaining that?
Many light workers are tuning in and sort of anchoring within the light of the earth, Mother Gaia. So yes, many light workers will have a very high vibrational frequency. They'll have a very high light measurement because they are anchoring into Mother Earth. Any healers, intuitives, psychics, spiritual workers, shamans, all of them when they help humanity clear negative energy from past, present, and future, it helps raise the light frequency of Mother Earth. So as each light worker continues to give energy to Mother Earth, to transmute into divine source energy, their frequency raises. Do you understand?
Yes. Is there anything else that you have for Eileen?
No.
Is there anything else you have for me?
No.
Then I thank you for speaking. Thank you for the information to help us. We greatly appreciate it. When Eileen is ready, let her come back.
Thank you.